How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are back in the shop after a long, fun weekend of drifting Molly. If you haven't checked out those videos, I'll have a link in the description down below so you can check them out, so you can see some sweet skids and you can see me improve as a driver, because I sucked and then now I'm like, okay. I've got some exciting news. I got a new build. I got a new project car, but I'm not gonna show you for a while. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently this time. I'm going to buy all the parts that I need to make the project car awesome, and then I'll announce it, and then we can get straight into work on the car. I also want to finish up this battle van and get it out of here before we start working on a new build. I wanna start finishing builds before I get new builds, instead of just like starting a build and then starting another one and then starting another one. So yeah, you guys will see the new project car soon, or truck, or whatever it is. But we have to finish the battle van first, and that is what we are going to do today. Today we are going to install the winch. We are going to install new spark plugs because I figured out how to do it without removing the engine, get a new battery, do some cosmetic stuff. I think that's it. And then in the next video, we'll install the light bars, and then we'll go off-roading, and then we'll get rid of it. And then we can start working on the new car. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Let's go ahead and get started with something. I don't know what. Installing a new battery, doing the spark plugs, doing something, I don't know. It yet again started leaking coolant, but I fixed that for the 4th time. So I think I fixed it for good this time, because I replaced the entire line instead of patching it. So I think we're gonna be good. I also fixed the exhaust because that had cracked, because my welds were, you know, not great. Let's get to work. So the last time I went to do spark plugs on this beast, I went in from underneath the car, where the engine is, obviously. The problem was I couldn't remove the plug wires because they would hit up against the side of this plate. But now, as you can tell, I removed the seat, and there's a little plate that you can unbolt, and right there is the head of the motor. Of course on its side, because it's the weirdest freaking thing ever. So now I can remove the plug wires and thus get to the spark plugs. So I'm hoping replacing these plugs will help fix the strange idling issue and the misfiring issue. Make this thing run just a little bit better. Well, the new plugs are in. The old plugs didn't look too bad though, so I'm worried our misfiring issue might be wires or distributor, which are both a lot more expensive than plugs, but whatever. Let's go ahead and start making a mount for this winch right here. So the plan is just to make like a metal support that connects the 2 frame rails, and then we will just bolt the winch sideways onto the metal support thing. That seems like the easiest way to go about things. And then I also want to build a little support that protects the radiator so we don't blow up a radiator. I don't have a marker, but I need to mark where I need to cut. So I'm gonna use a little. Now we're pretty much going to weld in these massive 1/4-inch plates. The winch will go ahead and bolt to that, but obviously it's just tacked in, so we're gonna undo the tacks that hold it to the car, weld it all up, and then weld it onto the car and make some braces so it doesn't flex. Now it is time to so we got the majority of this down. As you can tell, this right here is where the winch will go on. Yeah, this is welded to this, which is welded to the frame rails. It is pretty strong. There's a little bit of flex in this actual, like this system right here. This doesn't flex because of these support roll bars, but the entire thing flexes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a mount, the subframe down there. We're gonna build something that goes from there, straight out, and then up to that piece. That's rock solid now. Everything about this entire system is all good. It's strong. It's not the prettiest, I know, but it's strong. So we're gonna try to make it a little bit prettier. We're gonna put some plates there and put some mesh down there and there to prevent some small things from hitting all that. I am incredibly pleased with the way this thing turned out. It looks cool, it's super strong. This metal grating, it looks flimsy, but it actually is really strong. It will protect against medium-sized things like small logs. It won't protect against huge rocks or anything, but it'll help, that's for sure. The big bars on the side will help too. I was really torn between painting it or leaving it black, but I think I'm gonna paint it, so let's paint it. I will say, the only thing I don't like about paint is the bumper thing we made black, is it kind of makes it look like a shopping cart. Before, it kind of looked cool and apocalyptic. Now it just looks kind of like a shopping cart bumper, but whatever. The Previa has these really awesome factory hooks. There we go, boys and girls. We have a winch. It needs to be wired in, but that's as simple as connecting a power and connecting ground. I'll go ahead and run the wires into the hood, but I don't have a battery right now, so we can't test it tonight. I want to give a special thanks to you boys at Rough Country for sending out this 9,000 or 9,500 pound synthetic rope winch. Now, I don't know a ton about winches, but this thing is awesome. Woo, woo. I feel like I'm a little dirty. Maybe just a tad. Also, let me show you this welder burn here. It's not that bad. It looks worse than it is, I promise. So yeah, that is going to be it for tonight. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, put the battery in the car and test it. Hopefully it runs well. Hopefully it doesn't leak coolant, and hopefully the winch works. Let's put this battery in. The winch should be all wired up, so I have to plug in the controller. Oh yeah. It works! So then you just leave this little controller inside the car so I can use it if I get stuck, which I definitely will. Let's see how she runs. So far so good for the coolant leak. I don't see any leaking coolant, that's good. Excuse that for now. It still idles really high, so we didn't fix that issue, but maybe we fixed the misfiring issue? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. You know, this thing's kind of fun to drive. I feel bad that it's such a POS. If I would have gotten a nicer Previa, this would have been an awesome build. Regrets. I should have bought an automatic all-wheel drive one because they came in all-wheel drive. That would have been so sick. Would have been a beast too. Nope. Still misfires. It wasn't spark plugs. It's probably wires, distributor. So yay. It has a battery that's charged. It doesn't leak coolant for now, and it's got a freaking winch on it. The back of this thing looks freaking insane. It's so freaking tall. So there we go. The battle van is significantly better than when it started this video. It's running, it's driving, it's not pissing coolant all over the place, and it's got a winch to pull itself out of the mud when it inevitably gets stuck. All there is left to do is install some massive light bars, and then we take it off-roading. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, I don't know. It depends how much fun we have. It depends how well the thing does. Oh, we also have to make some armor for the oil pan because it's right in the middle of the car and it's super low, so that would not be good. It'd be very easy to crush that oil pan. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, give it a dislike and tell me why. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will say I am very happy with how my welding skills are going. I'm pretty confident now. They're all really strong, they all look good, laying some nice dimes. They're still not as consistent as I'd like, but whew, I'm getting so much better. I'm just really happy with how quickly I learned how to weld and how quickly I learned how to drift. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the off-roading of the battle van. Another thing, we are actually going to a rallycross event this weekend up in Shawano. So that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be kind of like a real rallycross where it's gonna be mixed surface, some pavement, some dirt, and it's gonna be high speeds. So it's gonna be awesome. It's still not as crazy as like professional rallycross, but that's okay. I'll see you guys in the next video, which I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be fun. So bye, see you next time.